What's the cheapest, easiest thing to cook that will fill you up and tastes good? Oatmeal. It fills you up for a good while, and you can add anything as a topping, although I like cooked steel cut oats on their own. Chicken thighs. Just salt and pepper and add whatever other seasonings you have and cook it in a frying pan. Dark meat is cheaper than white for whatever stupid reason and comes with more fat and flavor. And chicken in general is cheaper than beef and pork. Around here, you can occasionally find boneless thighs for less than $2.99 a pound, which is pretty cheap. Also, mashed potatoes. They are insanely easy to make, and you can either eat it straight like that or add a bunch of extra crap to it. For a bonus, the potato skins can be eaten separate. Potatoes are fairly cheap too, and by God are they tasty. I could eat potatoes for every meal, every day, every month for a year straight without getting bored of them. Pasta, with a stir-through jar sauce.
How does that work exactly?
You boil pasta, put it in a bowl, pour ready-made sauce from jar on top and stir it through. Shouldn't cost more than $3 or $4. You could also strain the pasta, put it back in the saucepan and pour and stir it that way to heat the sauce. For ultimate economy, rice and beans. Buy and cook both in bulk, then freeze in single servings. Throw in some ham or bacon if you can afford it, and learn to get creative with seasonings. You can live on this for less than $200 mo. Eggs on toast, with butter and or mayo and hot sauce. Takes only a few minutes to make and it's so delicious. Instant ramen noodles, but don't rely solely on those. After a week of slogging through 2 or 3 packs a day, you will feel rather awful. At that point, even literally just not eating anything for a day would be better. They also start to not taste very good if they're your only food. Mac and cheese. It's just pasta plus butter plus milk plus cheese plus salt. The one downside, or bright side, is that it costs basically the same to feed one person as it does to feed 10 people, because unless you're buying from bulk bins, everything comes in large quantities. You can add stuff too. Whatever other cheap thing you think would go alright with pasta and cheese. It's rice and beans and everyone knows it. I buy my beans, 1 pound dry, at the dollar store, soak half overnight and cook for a couple of hours next day. Get fancy with a cheap small piece of pork for extra flavor, and 1 a plate over white rice. Yeah, you pretty have a delicious plate of food for less than a $1. Bread, cheese, ham and pasta sauce. Put it together and stick it in the oven for about 10 minutes. It's like a mini pizza. If you don't like that combination, you can make your own, but this is the simplest and in my opinion by far the best. You can use the microwave as well, but it comes out a bit damp. The oven is much better if you can. I have a few. Hot dogs. Chop half an onion, add mustard and ketchup, boom, tasty. If you live in Europe, Aldi do some amazing brioche hot dog buns. Pasta. Can add so many things on their own to make it good. Pesto, cheese, bolognese sauce, pepper, salt, etc. Eggs. Another great snack you can add things to: paprika, pepper, salt, chili, garlic, etc. A big meal that's easy and relatively cheap if you shop smart is shepherd's pie. You can mash all the veggie goodness in, some herbs and spices, decent meat and damp gravy, load it up with mash on top and sprinkle some cheese and do a sauteed. 2 slices of bread and Nutella. That's about the best cooking I'll do when I'm hungry and can't wait for something to actually cook.